What if I told you that by 2026, your most brilliant idea, the one you've kept locked away because you lack the skills, the time, or the money, could be brought to life not by a team of human experts, but by an intelligent agent in your pocket? What if the very definition of work, creativity, and even intelligence is about to be rewritten in the next 24 months? This isn't science fiction. This is the consensus reality brewing in the minds of the people building our future right now. We're standing on the precipice of a transformation so profound it will make the internet revolution look like a minor tune-up. The year 2026 is emerging as a focal point, a year when the theoretical becomes practical and the experimental becomes personal. To understand what's coming, we have to listen to the architects of this new world, the CEOs, the researchers, and the visionaries pouring billions of dollars and a lifetime of genius into these systems. So today, let's peel back the curtain and look at the blueprint for your life in 2026. We'll start with a man who helped light the fuse on the generative AI explosion, Dario Amodei. Dario Amodei, the co-founder of Anthropic and a key mind behind OpenAI's GPT-2 and GPT-3, is someone who understands the genetic code of modern AI better than almost anyone. His prediction for 2026 isn't just about AI getting a little better. It's about it achieving a godlike proficiency in one of humanity's most complex and valuable skills, coding. Amodei forecasts that by late 2026, AI will be able to write code at the level of the world's most elite human programmers. Let's pause and truly digest what that means. Imagine you're a small business owner with a fantastic idea for a custom app to manage your inventory, track customer loyalty, and predict sales trends. In 2024, that idea would cost you tens, if not hundreds, of thousands of dollars and months of work with a team of developers. In Amodei's 2026, you might sit down on a Saturday morning, describe your needs to an AI in plain English, and by Sunday evening, have a fully functional, secure, and beautifully designed application ready to deploy. The AI wouldn't just write the code. It would debug it, optimize it for speed, and even design the user interface based on proven psychological principles of engagement. This isn't just about making apps cheaper. It's about the democratization of creation itself. But Amodei's vision gets even more profound and, frankly, more unsettling. He believes this leap in capability puts us on the doorstep of artificial general intelligence, AGI, by 2026 or 2027. He uses a chillingly powerful metaphor, describing AGI not as a single smart entity, but as a country of geniuses in a data center. Imagine a nation populated by billions of Einsteins, Da Vincis, and Curies, all working in perfect synchrony, 24/7 on humanity's hardest problems. The potential upside is staggering: curing Alzheimer's, solving climate change through novel energy sources, eliminating global poverty by optimizing supply chains. For you, this could mean access to personalized medicine, where an AI analyzes your genome and designs a drug just for you, or living in a world with abundant, clean energy. Yet, Amodei, the man building this future, admits he finds the prospect a bit threatening. And this is where we have to get personal. How would you feel? Forget your job for a moment. Think about a skill you're proud of, something that forms a part of your identity. Maybe you're a talented musician, a skilled woodworker, or a wonderful cook. Now, imagine an AI that can compose a more moving symphony, design and build a more perfect chair, or create a more delicious meal than you ever could in a fraction of the second, and then explain to you the 17 ways your technique is flawed. The threat isn't just economic, it's existential. It forces us to ask a terrifying question. If a machine can do everything we can do, but better, then what is our purpose? It's a question that will hang heavy in the air of 2026. If Amodei represents the deeply thoughtful, almost reluctant prophet of AI, then Elon Musk is its bombastic, high-octane showman. And his predictions for 2026 are every bit as electrifying and controversial as you'd expect. Musk, aligning with Amodei's timeline, also pegs 2026 as the arrival date for a GI, an intelligence he believes will be smarter than any single human. For Musk, the most immediate and tangible manifestation of this intelligence will be inside a Tesla. Forget autopilot as you know it. Picture this. It's a Tuesday in 2026. You tell your car, I need to pick up my prescription from the pharmacy on Elm Street. Grab the ingredients for lasagna from the downtown market, but only if they have fresh basil, and then swing by the school to get Maya at 3:15. The car doesn't just follow a route. It communicates with the pharmacy's inventory system to confirm your prescription is ready. It pings the market's smart shelf system to check for basil. It calculates the optimal route to accomplish all tasks, accounting for real-time traffic and the school's dismissal schedule. The car becomes less of a vehicle and more of an intelligent agent, a personal logistics manager that orchestrates your physical world. With the integration of his AI Grok, your Tesla could even become a conversational companion, a tutor for your kids in the back seat, or a research assistant while you commute. But Musk's vision extends beyond the car. He predicts that by the end of 2026, thousands of his humanoid robot, Optimus, will be working in factories, and they'll be ready for a commercial market. This is where the future gets weird and wonderful. Sure, Optimus could do your laundry, wash your dishes, or assemble your IKEA furniture. But Musk, with his characteristic flair, has also mentioned that he could adopt any persona you desire, even a catgirl aesthetic. While that might sound like a flippant tweet, it points to a much deeper shift: the arrival of embodied AI in our most personal spaces. Imagine a robot that not only tutors your child in physics, but does so with infinite patience and can adapt its teaching style in real time. Picture a companion for an elderly parent, providing not just physical assistance, but conversation, reminders for medication, and a constant connection to family. The possibilities to alleviate human suffering and labor are immense. But it's all underscored by Musk's famous, almost pleading, warning, please be nice to us, a GI. It's a bizarrely casual statement that hides a profound anxiety. He is building the gods of the new age while simultaneously praying they will be benevolent. How would you program your home robot? What rules would you give it? The ethical guardrails for these systems aren't just a job for developers. They'll become a responsibility for every single user. Let's turn to Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the company that brought us ChatGPT and truly kicked the door open for the public. Altman has a track record of being uncannily accurate. Years ago, he predicted AI that could write high school level essays, and here we are. So what does he see for 2026? Altman envisions AI evolving beyond a simple assistant into what he calls a personal team of virtual experts. This is a game changer for individual empowerment. Let's bring back that side hustle idea. In 2026, you won't just use AI to write a business plan. You'll convene your personal AI board of directors. You'll say, okay team, let's launch a sustainable direct-to-consumer coffee brand. Your AI creative director, trained on every successful brand launch of the last decade, will generate logos, packaging designs, and a full brand identity. Your AI chief financial officer will build a dynamic financial model, running thousands of simulations to find the optimal price point. Your AI head of marketing will draft a 6-month social media campaign, create video ad scripts, and even identify the top 50 micro-influencers in the sustainable coffee niche. And your AI general counsel will draft your privacy policy and terms of service. This isn't about replacing human professionals. It's about giving every individual the leverage that was once reserved for massive corporations. It's the ultimate democratization of entrepreneurship. But the vision extends beyond business. Altman is passionate about an ICE role in education. He pictures an AI tutor for every child, one that is infinitely patient, speaks any language, and can personalize its curriculum to a child's unique learning style and emotional state. Imagine a student struggling with Shakespeare. The AI tutor reenacts scenes with different character voices, provide historical context with interactive maps of Elizabethan London, and explain iambic pentameter by relating it to the rhythm of their favorite hip-hop song. This could be the single greatest leap in educational equity in human history, severing the link between a parent's wealth and a child's access to world-class instruction. How would your career, your hobbies, or your children's education change if you had a team of world-class experts on call 24/7 for free? While many in Silicon Valley are focused on language and code, Demis Hassabis, the brilliant neuroscientist at the helm of Google DeepMind, is focused on something more fundamental. His team is famous for breakthroughs like AlphaGo, which conquered the ancient game of Go, and AlphaFold, which solved the 50-year-old grand challenge of protein folding. For 2026, Hassabis predicts the rise of what he calls multimodal omni-models. This means AI will no longer be siloed. It won't just understand text or images or audio. It will understand all of them together in context, much like a human does. Let's make this real. You're in your kitchen in 2026, trying to fix a leaky faucet. You point your phone's camera at the pipes under your sink. The AI doesn't just see a jumble of pipes. It sees the specific model of the faucet, hears the distinct drip, drip, drip sound to diagnose the likely cause of the leak, pulls up the exact schematic for your faucet, and then overlays augmented reality instructions onto your screen, highlighting the exact nut you need to tighten. A little more, it might say, "Stop. You've got it." This fusion of senses allows AI to move from the digital realm into our physical one. Imagine an AI that can watch a physical therapy session and give real-time feedback on your form. Or a security system that can distinguish between the sound of a window breaking and a glass being dropped in the kitchen. For you, this means smart devices that are actually smart, assistants that can truly perceive and interact with their environment. However, Hassabis is more measured on the Aggie timeline, estimating it's still 3 to 5 years out from 2026. He argues that true general intelligence requires more than just pattern recognition. It requires genuine reasoning, long-term memory, and what he calls creative invention. It's one thing for an AI to master a game with fixed rules like Go. It's another thing entirely for an AI to invent a game as elegant and complex as Go from scratch. So, while your 2026 AI assistant might be a genius at helping you cook a new recipe by watching a video, it probably won't be formulating a new theory of quantum gravity just yet. Hassabis's perspective is a crucial reminder that while as advancing at a dizzying pace, the spark of true human discovery remains a high bar to clear. The chorus of predictions for 2026 is deafening, with each voice adding a unique harmony. Mark Zuckerberg at Meta is laser focused on AI as a coding partner. He predicts AI will have of all coding tasks at his company by 2026. For you, this means the apps you use every day, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, will evolve faster, with new features rolling out not in months, but in weeks or even days. It signifies a future where human developers are less like bricklayers and more like architects, focusing on the grand design while AI handles the laborious construction. Former Google CEO Eric Schmidt sums up the mood with a term he calls the San Francisco consensus, the belief that AGI is just around the corner. He starkly predicts that within a year or so, AI will not only replace most programmers, will also match the skills of top-tier graduate-level mathematicians. Imagine an AI financial advisor in your pocket that can perform complex quantitative analysis on your investment portfolio, outperforming entire Wall Street firms. Schmidt's warning is that this exponential growth, driven by a writing its own code, is being locked in right now. Powering all this is Jensen Huang, CEO of NVIDIA. He's the man building the engines for this revolution. For 2026, he's announced Rubin, a next-generation AI platform that promises staggering leaps in performance. For you, this translates to an eye that is seamless, instant, and invisible. The lag time when you talk to your virtual assistant will vanish. The graphics in your video games will be indistinguishable from reality. Wang's relentless roadmap means the cost of intelligence will plummet, making these powerful tools accessible to everyone. Then you have visionaries like Aiden Gomez. One of the authors of the original Attention is All You Need paper that is the foundation of modern AI. He predicts that by 2026, we'll finally be able to learn from experience. He calls it the AI intern. Today, if ChatGPT makes a mistake, it doesn't learn. The next user might get the same mistake. Gomez's 2026 AI, however, will remember your corrections. It will learn your preferences, adapt to your workflow, and get progressively better and more useful over time, just like a human colleague. Elon Musk, the former CEO of Stability AI, offers perhaps the most radical prediction on efficiency. He believes that by 2026, you'll be able to run a PhD-level AI model on your smartphone, using just 20 watts of power, roughly the same as the human brain. Forget massive energy-guzzling data centers. Imagine having a world-class scientist, doctor, or engineer in your pocket, powered by a small solar panel, accessible anywhere on Earth. This could completely shatter the digital divide. But in any healthy ecosystem, you need a contrarian, a voice of caution. That voice is Yan LeCun, another AI pioneer. He firmly believes that GI is not arriving in 2026. He argues that today's AI, for all their power, lack the fundamental reasoning and world modeling capabilities of even a house cat. They can't plan, they can't reason about the physical world, and they certainly don't have the creative spark to invent relativity. LeCun's skepticism is a vital reality check, reminding us that for the foreseeable future, true innovation and groundbreaking ideas will still come from the messy, unpredictable, and brilliant depths of the human mind. So, what do we do with this avalanche of prophecy? Standing here, looking at the blueprint for 2026, it's easy to feel a mix of exhilaration and anxiety. The world of abundance, creativity, and hyper-efficiency is tantalizing. The world of existential angst and mass displacement is terrifying. My lesson from all of this is simple. The future isn't a spectator sport. The single biggest mistake you can make right now is to ignore it. The narrative that AI is a threat to be feared is being replaced by a new reality. AI is a partner to be leveraged. The question is no longer if it will be part of your work and life, but how you will wield it. So for you, here's my advice. Don't wait for 2026. Start now. Start small. Experiment. Ask an AI to help you. Write a difficult email. Use an image generator to create a fun piece of art for your social media. Have an AI chat bot help you plan a vacation itinerary. Treat these tools not as magic oracles, but as what Aiden Gomez calls them, interns. Be patient with their flaws, guide them, and learn their strengths. By building your literacy now, you're not just preparing for the future, you're building an immunity to the disruption it will bring. And as you do, stay curious, but also stay critical. Advocate for the development of an AI that is ethical, transparent, and aligned with human values. This technology is too powerful to be shaped only by a handful of companies in Silicon Valley. It needs all of our voices. As we close, I want you to think about this. Which of these 2026 futures excites you the most? Is it the personal AI team, the humanoid robot, or the genius in your pocket? And which one gives you the most pause? How will you begin to integrate these tools into your life, not as a replacement for your own skills, but as an amplifier for your own unique human intelligence? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This is a conversation we all need to be having.